Okay, so we have another thing that I was looking at here. Student asked about. Let's look at this in present mode. I got a door here, and if I click anywhere, it goes to the next slide, what I just talked to you about. So I made this a link, so the door goes to the next slide. So everything goes to the next slide. So my link from the door is locked, need a key. In a blank space, goes to the next slide. Door is locked, you need a key. And the link back on that page, I made this whole area is a link back to the previous page, back to the door slide. Well, then I have a key here. Now this key I could have, maybe I have an escape room with a bunch of different things in it, and there's a drawer or a box or something. You open that box up and then I find this little key. So I made a link on this key. Now that's the only spot other than the rest of the page, this only spot on here that if I click on it, it takes me to another slide that says key. You found the key? Now click on the keyhole. And I made a link here that takes me back to the door. Well, anywhere on there still takes me back to the door, back to the door page, back and back, back and back. But now that I found that key and it said click on the keyhole, I can go down here. Now moving around, my cursor does not change at all. It's still always a link. So it looks like it's going to the same thing. So because my cursor is the same on both of these, as a player, I'm not going to notice that there's a different link here, but if I click on the keyhole, that takes me to a new room. So the way I've done that is back on this door, I made this, you can see the square, this is all a link, and that link takes me to, when I click on it, takes me to, it says it down below there, I'm going to move this up a little bit so you can see it. It takes me to the door is locked slide. If I click here anywhere else, the next slide is my door is locked slide. So everything on there takes me to that next slide, except for the key, which takes me to slide 11, which is the key slide. So those two links are there. But then I also, down here, I made a little secrets link. So if I click on this, I can see it. If I move this out of the way, move it over here, now hit a tab. When I select something, if you can hit a tab and that moves around to the different links on the page. So I can tab, there's my title screen, so I can move this down. I have a door, tab, there's a text box, that's the blank link. Tab, there's the door, that's a link. There's the slide, the key slide, that's a link. And tab, and now here's the hidden one. And the way I made that is you just put a shape. So right now, that's where my keyhole is. So if I move the door back where it was and I tab to find my keyhole, there's the keyhole. So now I'm going to use my arrow keys and I'm going to move that so that it's right over where the keyhole is. So when they click on the keyhole now, that's that secret link that takes me to the new room. So to do that, pretty easy to do. I'm going to delete this because I don't need that whole thing on there. So all I do is I just put a shape, any shape that I want. A keyhole I can make I wanted to make it kind of this shape here. I can make a triangle shape, and I can make that big there to set up my links. And then I'll Control K now that is there. And I'm going to make a slide. It found the keyhole, so that's the key. Takes me to the new room, and apply that. So now I've got this link here that's a new room. And this one, this is going to be what we call an Easter egg. It's a new link. It's a secret link. Well, it's pretty obvious right now, so I'm going to select that, and I'm going to change the color of it, the fill color, to transparent, and the border color of it to transparent. Now you can't see it. So in presentation mode, the door takes me to the locked door. Back the door, locked door. Everywhere I click is the locked door, except for the key. That takes me to key. Now I can click on the keyhole, and I made that secret link there, but I also know down here there is a secret link, so I'd have to find it. So when I'm moving around, I'm guessing, oh, that's where it is. There it is. That was my Easter egg link. So you can find the secret links. You can put those on there. Just make them transparent. And if you make them transparent, they're kind of hard to find because you don't know where they are. So I just select anything that I know is there, and I can hit the tab key, and that brings me around to the other links. So try that, practice it. We'll see what we get.